watching VNA News Bulletin. I'm Vị Hằng from Hanoi with the major stories.
Party chief hosts Speaker of Malaysian House of Representatives. Prime Minister attends expanded BRICS summit in Russia. And later on, Vietnam news agency launches 7th Golden Moment Press Photo Awards.
Party General Secretary Tô Lâm on October 24th hosted a reception for Speaker of the House of Representatives of Malaysia, Tan Sri Dato' Johari bin Abdul, who is on an official visit to Vietnam.
Welcoming Tan Sri Dato' Johari bin Abdul, General Secretary Lum expressed his belief that the visit will contribute to further promoting multifaceted cooperation between the two countries. General Secretary Lum spoke highly of the good traditional friendship between Vietnam and Malaysia, emphasizing that the two countries share many common views on regional and international issues. He suggested the two countries increase exchanges and contacts at high and all levels, to consolidate political trust, coordinate on issues of mutual concern, further facilitate economic, trade and investment cooperation, and enhance defense security cooperation, among others. Thanking the host leader for taking the time to meet, Tan Sri Dato' Johari bin Abdul shared his good impressions on the country and people of Vietnam. The Malaysian guest highly appreciated and acknowledged the opinions of the host leader, affirming that Malaysia will make efforts to coordinate with Vietnam, to further promote cooperation between the two countries, as well as to build a prosperous ASEAN community.
Chiang Yo-xia, a member of the Political Bureau of the Communist Party of China's Central Committee and Vice Chairman of the Central Military Commission, is paying an official visit to Vietnam. Let's take a closer look at how his trip is processing.
On October 24th, Party General Secretary To Lam, who is also Secretary of the Central Military Commission of Vietnam, received Vice Chairman Chiang Yo-xia. General Secretary Lam affirmed that Vietnam always appreciates and remembers the great assistance that the Chinese side has given to Vietnam in the past as well as today. The host leader suggested that the two armies strengthen cooperation, coordinate to better control and handle disagreements, contributing to maintaining peace and stability in the region and the world. For his part, Vice Chairman Zhang affirmed that China always attaches importance to the traditional friendship with Vietnam. The Chinese People's Liberation Army is ready to thoroughly implement the high-level common perception, together with the Vietnam People's Army, promote substantive and comprehensive cooperation in areas, contributing to building the Vietnam-China community with a shared future, the guest stressed. Earlier, Minister of National Defense, General Phan Van Giang, held talks with visiting Senior Lieutenant General Chiang Yo-xia, Vice Chairman of the Central Military Commission of China. The two sides agreed to maintain regular high-level contacts and promote cooperation in various areas. At the end of the talks, the two ministries inked a letter of intent on enhancing defense cooperation and an agreement on border defense cooperation.
On October 24th, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính attended the plenary session of the expanded BRICS summit. The event took place in Kazan, Russia, and brought together leaders from BRICS countries and other invited nations.
The event saw the participation of more than 40 leaders, representatives of member countries, guest countries, and international organizations. In his opening speech, Russian President Vladimir Putin affirmed that BRICS will strive to build a better world, where the legitimate interests and development rights of all peoples are respected. Leaders of the participating countries discussed major orientations to solve urgent global issues, such as conflicts, terrorism, poverty eradication, climate change and food security. Speaking at the conference, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh emphasized a global, all-people, comprehensive approach, in the promoting of multilateralism, international solidarity, the building of a world order based on rules, and the sharing of common responsibilities to solve unprecedented common challenges. To jointly create a better world, cooperate for peace and prosperity, the Prime Minister proposed 5 strategic connections, including resource connection, connecting strategic infrastructure, both hard and soft ones, and connecting global supply chains, among others. After the conference, the government leader left for Vietnam, successfully concluding his working trip to Russia.
Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh also held meetings with other leaders on the sidelines of the expanded BRICS summit in Russia.
The same day, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh met with Lao Party General Secretary and State President Thongloun Sisoulith. The two leaders informed each other of the socio-economic development of their countries and expressed their joy at the close and effective coordination among their ministries, sectors, and localities in implementing the outcomes of the meeting between the two politburos in September this year, as well as the cooperation agreements and pledges by their high-ranking leaders. They agreed to soon instruct their relevant offices to boost up the implementation of the major projects on the connectivity of the two economies, as well as that among those of Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia, broadening their cooperation in the fields of security, defense, economy, and trade. Meeting with General Secretary of the Communist Party of China Central Committee and President of China Xi Jinping, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh suggested the two sides continue enhancing high-level exchanges and meetings, and foster practical collaboration in all areas. The Chinese leader said China stands ready to work with Vietnam to maintain strategic discussions to deepen the practical collaboration and develop the bilateral comprehensive strategic cooperative partnership. He also said he will direct competent agencies to enhance transport connectivity between China and Vietnam in order to promote connections between the two economies. Also on October 24th, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh met with President of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko. During the meeting, Prime Minister Chinh reaffirmed that Vietnam highly values its traditional friendship and cooperation with Belarus, which have been nurtured by leaders and people of both countries over the past 30 years. Chinh underlined the complementary nature of the two economies, suggesting boosting economic and trade cooperation between Vietnam and Belarus. He emphasized the need to review and continue strengthening the legal basis to meet current cooperation demand. For his part, the President of Belarus expressed his admiration for achievements Vietnam has obtained in socio-economic development. Agreeing with Chin's comments, Lukashenko affirmed that Belarus always values and wishes to expand cooperation in various fields with Vietnam. He proposed increasing collaboration in automobile production for export, as well as in investment, education, culture, tourism, and people-to-people exchange. Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh affirmed that Vietnam always treasures the traditional friendship and comprehensive partnership with Venezuela, at his meeting with Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro in Kazan, Russia, also on October 24th, local time. The Prime Minister expressed his hope that the bilateral economic, trade, and investment ties will grow more intensively, for the sake of both countries' people. For his part, President Maduro congratulated Vietnam on its remarkable socio-economic achievements over the past decade, and suggested the country share its development experience. The leaders also concurred to strengthen cultural exchange and youth engagement between the two countries, and organize meaningful activities to celebrate the 35th anniversary of the diplomatic relations, 1989-2024. At a reception for Cuban Foreign Minister Bruno Rodriguez Parilla, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh said, the two countries should continue working closely together to foster their multifaceted cooperation. Prime Minister Chinh stressed Vietnam's deep concern over the difficulties and challenges faced by the Cuban government and people, in the context of the widespread power outages caused by recent storms. For his part, Minister Bruno Rodriguez expressed his sincere thanks to the Vietnamese government and people, for their valuable support to Cuba, helping the country overcome difficulties during its socio-economic development due to blockade and embargo. The two sides agreed to boost cooperation across all spheres, and soon establish an intergovernmental committee mechanism to discuss cooperation issues.
Speaker of the Malaysian House of Representatives, Tan Sri Dato' Johari bin Abdul, is on an official visit to Vietnam. On this occasion, the Speaker granted an exclusive interview to the Vietnam News Agency.
Thank you for granting an interview with the Vietnam News Agency. We have a few questions for you. To begin with, how do you evaluate the strategic partnership between Malaysia and Vietnam, particularly in terms of parliamentary cooperation?
Extremely good. And we have a good relationship ever since we have the diplomatic relationship between Vietnam and Malaysia. And it improved from time to time. And I guess now we are at the peak. We feel that this is an old friend, and we grow together. We do discuss issues, and our relationship is getting better by the day. Yeah.
In your opinion, what is the significance of this visit to the relationship between Malaysia and Vietnam, and what is its key outcomes?
Well, first of all, we'll be the chairman of ASEAN next year. And certainly, Vietnam is very close to us. And when I receive a proposal to visit the speakers of the parliaments in ASEAN, certainly Vietnam will be my first visit. And I believe immediately after receiving the responsibility to be the chairman of ASEAN, or chairman of IPA for that matter, and visit to Vietnam will become very important to me.
Could you please tell us the focus on promoting cooperation between the two countries in the coming time?
We will improve our trading, and there's so much that Vietnam can offer, and there's also so much that Malaysia can offer Vietnam. And there are also areas that we can work hand in hand, many areas. For example, on renewable energy. We have some technology, and you have some technology that we can collaborate. And that collaboration is very important. Number two is about food security. I guess Vietnam has the technology, and Vietnam has the expertise.
Thank you for having time with us.
Thank you very much.
Deputy Prime Minister Hồ Đức Phước has signed a decision issuing a national strategy on the application and development of blockchain technology until 2025, with a vision to 2030.
The strategy aims to turn Vietnam into a leading country in the region, with an international position in researching, applying, and developing blockchain technology. The strategy targets to ensure Vietnam is capable of mastering and applying blockchain technology in all socio-economic fields, realizing the goal of becoming a stable and prosperous digital nation. Under the strategy, a comprehensive foundation for the development of blockchain technology is expected to be formed by 2025. Research and development activities of blockchain technology will be promoted at 3 national innovation centers, while 10 research and training facilities will be built and upgraded to serve human resources development for blockchain technology. By 2030, Vietnam expects to have 20 reputable blockchain brands in terms of platforms, products, and services on blockchain technology platforms in the region.
The Vietnam News Agency has launched the 7th Golden Moment Press Photo Awards to honor exceptional photographers and journalistic works that capture striking moments through the lens of photography.
In previous seasons, the organizing committee had received thousands of press photo works. The active participation was evidence of a vibrant life of the press photography in Vietnam.
In the past seasons, the awarded works left an impression on viewers, not only with their authenticity and artistic value, but also with the journalistic characteristics and social effects brought about by excellent works.
The 7th edition of the awards is expected to continue to be a playground where many quality press photo works converge. The 7th Golden Moment Press Photo Award this year receives entries until November 30th. The awards ceremony is scheduled to take place in December this year.
And that is also the end of our daily bulletin. Thank you for tuning in, and goodbye for now.